Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to do something different. We're going to do a Shop My Stash product review. Then let's talk about the makeup the way that it went on. We're not going to talk about skincare because, sometimes whatever I reach for. Some days it may be Drunk Elephant, some days it may be Shiseido, some days it may be Josie Maran, whatever. There's sunscreen on first. Okay, so the two primers that were in the box for me to use were this. This is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi and the HourGlass Mineral Veil. I got as much out of this as I possibly could. The spatula that I have that gets the rest of products out, it wouldn't go inside there. So the most I could get out doing this scrapey motion, I did. While I do like the HourGlass Mineral Veil, I think that I would buy the Angel Veil from NYX if I wanted to replicate that primer. I want to make sure that nobody thinks that I'm saying that I believe the NYX Angel Veil is a dupe for this, though. I don't think it is. I've had both, used them side by side, and the HourGlass is definitely the better of the two. However, having said that, it does cost $38 more than the NYX, and so for that kind of a price difference, I personally am satisfied with the NYX. L'Oreal's Magic Lumi. This little thing, it amazes me how much product there is in this. I do like this. I will continue to use it. It goes back into the drawer to come out another time. So yeah, this gives me the same kind of backlit primer as, say, Becca does. It's that kind of a primer. I very much enjoyed it. I had no qualms using it every day, alternating back and forth between this. The foundation that I chose to use for that 2-week period of time was the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in 202. This is probably one of two so far of my favorite foundations from the drugstore. I had absolutely no problem using this every day. I think this is a glorious foundation. If you like a little bit of a glow, now they make this in one that's matte too, I believe, but I like this one here. So yes, I will buy this over and over again. It's almost all gone. If I put it in the box to use again, I'm sure by the time 2 more weeks went by, this would be gone. I love this foundation. The MAC Pro Long Wear, and I wear it in NW15. Now to be honest, I don't use this as a concealer, so I also have a concealer. I use this to highlight, so I will do that to brighten up my cheeks. And of course, I love the product. The MAC Pro Long Wear didn't last the full 2 weeks because you can only get that much out of it unless you bust this bottle open and dig it out. It's not worth it to me. I've cut myself before doing that. And I have found some that I think equal this that are cheaper, but I did enjoy using it the whole time I had it. Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eye Primer. I still love it. It's in the box I'm doing right now. I'll use it till it's gone. This is the Lancome Dual-Ended Highlighter and Contour Stick. And this is my second one. I finished it. Proud of myself. I won't buy this product again only because, and I said that last time, I said I wouldn't buy it again before, and then I did. This is awfully expensive. It is the most beautiful contour, but it goes so quickly. I can't justify paying that much money for this stick. I love it. It just doesn't last long enough for me. Okay, so the concealer that I actually used that has a concealer was Laura Mercier. This is called Secret Concealer, and I'm using it in number 1. I am now hit pan on this. So see, if you love your products and pay attention to them, I rediscovered this love. I didn't realize how much I loved this until I started using it for 2 weeks. It is fantastic. I love it. I've had this a while. I think it's time to use it up, so it's also in the box I'm working on right now. To set my contour and get used to seeing it is the Marc Jacobs Instamark, and I put a significant dent in this. This is a product that I intend to have gone by the end of the year. That's my goal. I want to finish this. So it's going to be in every box until it's gone. I do love it. I severely underestimated how much product was in this thing here. Some things you pay a lot of money for, but they're worth it in how long you have it. And this is one of those products, I think. The bronzer I chose to use was the Physicians Formula, and this was their Butter Bronzer. Now, I'm not as goo-goo gaga over this scent as almost everyone else I've ever heard use this say. It does smell strongly of a tropical drink. Coconut, or I think it's coconut. What I discovered using this for 2 weeks straight is that I dearly love it. I was sorry to put this up. I had a few products like that. By the end of the 2 weeks, I was like, I could use that every day. This is a very good bronzer. I'm gonna go out on a limb right now and say that it's equal to how much I love my Chanel. Maybe a little more. I would highly encourage you, if you're not sensitive to smell, to purchase Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. You need so little product and it goes so far. It's absolutely gorgeous. Next would be blush. So I had the California Dreaming Blush Palette in there. Ray and Wavelength were my favorites from the time I got it. And they were pretty much all I used. Now there's a significant dent in Wavelength, which is right here. Because I used this for 2 weeks, I actually ventured out of these two and into Golden Hour and Sunlight. Another product that not only am I not sorry that I have it, but I know how much I love it now from using it for 2 weeks straight. It was a product that I didn't want to put up because it actually gave me 4 blushes in one. I wasn't stuck choosing the same blush every day. I can't wait to use it again. The highlighter that I chose to use was the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. You can see now that I've worked off all of the design just about through the middle. Another product that I was sorry that I was going to stop using after 2 weeks. You can use this as eyeshadow. It is the most beautiful highlight. What I learned from using this product for 2 weeks is that you can absolutely go in with a brush. It's just a gorgeous highlighter, and it doubles as an eyeshadow. It is perfect. The eyebrow pencil that I used for the whole 2 weeks was this, the Benefit Goof Proof, which I purchased. When this thing first came out, it was the only one that had this slant pencil thing going on. But there are cheaper versions of this now that I like better. So I had been using those and letting this go to waste, which is a crying shame because I paid good money for this. So I put this in the box, and even though I wanted to reach for other products, by gosh, I didn't allow myself to do it. And I went through this for the entire 2 weeks. Because there's so little left, it's still in the box that I'm using right now, so I look forward to using up this product. In addition to that, there wasn't very much left, so I put the Physicians Formula. Isn't this a joke? I mean, it's so, look how it looks now. This end cannot be sharpened anymore. It's down as low as it will sharpen in the sharpener. And this end here, I don't know what's wrong, but once you get down, once I got down so far anyway, that's as low as I can go. It keeps chewing it up no matter what pencil sharpener I use. I have to tell you that this is one of my favorite brow pencils, this Universal Brow by Physicians Formula. But, and the reason is because it has this like Benefit highbrow thing going on this end, which is very, very close to being Benefit highbrow. I never had a bad brow day when I used this. However, it goes by too quickly, so I won't buy it again, not unless I can pick it up for half price. Now, if I can pick it up for $7 versus $14, then I'll get it again and I'll love it. But no, I'm not going to pay $14 for a product I go through that quickly. Here we go. It was a Milani kind of 2 weeks. I put the Most Loved Mattes and the Bold Obsessions both in there. This palette here I pulled out too. I don't know why I did that, because it took me just a few seconds to realize that all of these shades are contained within these. So this is a giveaway. I have used this palette once, and I've swatched it twice. Once when I got it, and then again to make sure that these colors were actually in there. So I am going to give this away. All you guys have to do is say, "You are the world's greatest rhymer," down below. Hashtag world's greatest rhymer. But let's talk about the ones that I used for the 2 weeks. Doing this was the best thing I ever did because it really truly gives you a good understanding of what you do and don't like about a palette. It's because you're spending 2 weeks with them, you get to learn which ones are the duds and which ones are the great shadows. Are they gorgeous? Yes. Are they Viseart quality? No. I have heard people compare these to Viseart. These are excellent shadows, most of them, okay? But are they Viseart shadows? Heck no, guys. Now, in the matte palette, I enjoyed this. I used this. I have used, over the 2 week period of time, I used all the shadows. So now I can talk to you about the shadows and tell you that this is a great palette. I loved this palette. I saw nothing wrong with this palette. Every day when I used it, I had no problem with the most loved mattes. But if you're like me, then you're not going to be content with just matte shadows. I mean, look at me, guys. You think I want just all matte? No. I have marked them with an X. See the duds? The next time I visit this palette, I just want to know, so I'm not wasting my time, that those two are duds. And so I took my brush, the end of my brush through it, and just marked it with an X. Everything else in here, I love. This shade right here, this is called Gold Glitter. This shade is really pretty. With a brush, it just doesn't perform as well as you would think. The rest of it, yes. And surprisingly, my favorite shade in here was this gray right there. It's a blue gray. This is called Smoke Signals, all right? And it is a blue gray. Now, it doesn't look like much on my hand right here. One of my favorite eyeshadow looks that I did in the 2 weeks was using Blazing Hot, which is right here. I used that one and Smoke Signals. I used the two together. Don't underestimate this. If you get this palette, pay a little bit of attention to this boring little surprise color over here called Smoke Signals. It might surprise you. I used this and I thought, Mary, you are in trouble if you think you're going to go 2 weeks with this reddish color eyeliner. So this eyeliner is by Urban Decay. It's the 24/7 Glide On in Alkaline. And you just saw it. It's a burgundy color. But with that palette, I was able to pull that off every day. It's not a glaring burgundy. It just has a really interesting look to it. I didn't think that I would, but I really do like it, and I can't wait to use it again. You would think that this would make you look like you had pink eye or something, but it doesn't. It was very, very beautiful. For mascara, what I did was I opened this tube of IT Cosmetics Superhero that was sent to me by a lovely Fritzy family member. Okay, I have dogged this mascara, and I've been dogging it based on mascara that I think was expired from Ulta. I bought this, and I bought Tarte Light Camera Lashes, both on a buy one get one or a half off or whatever it was in a 21 Days of Beauty from Ulta, you know, where you can get it for half the price. So I buy two, and yeah, every time that I acquired this, it was bad. It was expired. And I had a little trial size of this too that was brand new, that I opened up and was in my box prior to opening this. And it was the same deal. It also came from Ulta. Then I got this. So I put this on one eye, and I put the trial size that I picked up from Ulta on the other eye, and there was a vast difference between the two. This tube was purchased, see, even taking it out, listen to this. Even pulling it out of the container, it does not sound like all the other tubes I've ever had. They were dried up, is why they performed so bad. If you get a good tube of it, try QVC, and you only use 2 coats, then it's going to be the best looking lash ever. So I enjoyed this for 2 weeks, and I can't wait to get back into it again so that, you know, it doesn't go to waste. And thank you again to the sweet Fritzy family member who sent this to me, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to say, I'm sorry, It Cosmetics and all fans of superhero mascara. I was wrong. On my mouth, I used 3 things. I actually thought I was going to get through this, but you know, there's more in here than I thought. This is my Chanel. It's a liquid lipstick that Kristen Game bought me a while back. Here's the color of that. Isn't that gorgeous? You can wear it all on its own. After this is set down, you just take the other end, and it's kind of like the Rimmel and the L'Oreal Infallible in how long it lasts. It doesn't feel quite the same as those two, although those two are very wonderful. What I was doing for the 2 weeks was, some days I was wearing this on its own, and some days I was topping it and changing the color with these 2 Wet n Wild cat suits that I love. So this one is right on my copper. And this one is a holographic one from Wet n Wild, and it is called Wicked Pink. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I had forgotten why I love this thing so much, and I'm kind of glad that it's not gone yet. It's still, she got it for me a couple of years ago, and it's still fine. So I'll use more of it. I can't highly recommend this enough. The thing about this is, you know, liquid lipsticks, including the Rimmel and the L'Oreal that act like this one, they will wear off and leave the outer perimeter. This one doesn't. This is where Chanel has it all over the other two. e.l.f. setting spray that I found when I was doing the declutter. This is great stuff. I thought my favorite setting spray was Kat Von D, but no. This setting spray is wonderful. Don't get too close to your face. You need to back off so that you get the mist of it, okay? But it performs. I am going to purchase this again and again and again. Spending 2 weeks with e.l.f. setting spray, I thought going in, oh man, this is going to be horrible. You're going to have to use this and only this for the next 2 weeks. But it wasn't. I loved it, and I want some more of this. I had a fragrance in there. This was like to hear. And this is by Pacifica. It is the Malibu Lemon Blossom perfume, and I finished it. I was really proud of myself. I finished a fragrance, and I loved it. I won't buy it again though, because the reason I was able to finish this is because you will have to apply it so often. The smell, it sticks around for a couple of hours and then you need more. So, but I enjoyed having it. All right, then that wraps up the first installment of Shop My Stash product reviews. I'd like to thank you for being the best part of the Fritzy family. And if you're not part of the Fritzy family, well then just hit the subscription button below. It's so easy. We'd love to have you. And please, if you're here for the first time, hit that subscribe button, because I think if you're at this point, you probably liked the video, right? So give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Make my day. If you're not having a blessed day, please go out and be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye, and I'm out.
This spatula, it will not go in here. It's too it's too big. That is too big of a, that is too small of a hole for the spatula. I got as much out of here as I possibly could. The spatula I have is too large to go in that hole. By buying the NYX Mineral Veil. No, it's not Mineral Veil. If you do like the hour, autofocus. Let me entertain you. Let me make you smile. I don't know if that's how that goes. Let me entertain you. Let me make you smile. Is that how that goes? I don't know. Autofocus. Thank you. That reminds me of Sister Mary Elephant. Do you guys remember that from Cheech and Chong? Class. Class. Shut up! Thank you. If you like Lumos, if you like Linus, if you like Charlie Brown or Snoopy, Luminosity, not Linus. This is the secret. Secret agent man. Secret agent man is Laura Mercier. Other brow pencils. Why don't you burp on everybody? Did you feel that? So here's the color. That sounded like Kristen, didn't it? Here's the look. Here's the color. Dollar for dollar. What was I going to tell you? I don't know. Choo-choo left the track again. Woohoo! Choo-choo! Oh, by the way, I have those shirts at the Fritzy family. Forgot what it's called. Here, I'm like spraying you. Ignore me. No, don't ignore me.